Hello student, today we are going to discuss about chapter number 5, the language of chemistry. Now this is not a ordinary language where you are using words and sentences. Here you will not use words and sentences, rather you will be using symbols, you will be using formulas, you will be using equation. So in the language of chemistry we use symbols, we use formulas and we use chemical equation. And this language was developed by a scientist whose name was Berzelius. Berzelius started all these things. Now next thing is what is a symbol? Now symbol is a abbreviation given to the name of an element. Now you can represent an element with the help of symbol. Now how these symbols are written? There are three ways. First way is you take the first letter of the name of that element. For example, you are having hydrogen. Now hydrogen, it starts with H. So the symbol for the hydrogen is H. Similarly, you are having oxygen, symbol is O. Similarly, you are having so many things are there. The table I have shown over here, you can see the table. Here so many elements are there, like carbon is there, nitrogen is there, oxygen as I told you is there, and you are having fluorine is there, phosphorus, all these things are there. So first method is you take the first letter of the element, the name of the element, and that will become the symbol of that element. The second method is you take the first letter of that element and one more letter. First letter and one more letter. For example, helium. You will not take only H. You will take H and E. So the symbol for helium is He. Similarly, you are having neon, you are having argon. So neon Ne, argon Ar. So like this, all I have represented over here. You can see all the symbols are represented, like you are having, as I told you, you are having helium, neon, argon, you are having magnesium, you are having calcium, you are having aluminium, and all these things I have represented over here. So one more method is this. And the third and last method is you take the letter from the Latin name of the elements. Like you know, the sodium name of the sodium in the Latin language is natrium. So natrium, it starts with Na. So the name of the symbol of the sodium is Na. Natrium. Na stands for natrium. Similarly, you are having gold. The Latin name of gold is aurum. So its symbol is Au. Similarly, you are having silver. So silver, its Latin name is argentum. So you are having symbol Ag. Similarly, other elements I have represented over here in this table. You can see you are having more element, like potassium is calcium, iron is ferrum, copper is cuprium, and tin is stannum. So all these, lead is plumbium. All these things are there, which I have represented over here in this table. You can easily see over here. Now next is, what does a symbol represent? What does a symbol represent? So first, an element in a particular. What symbol represent? As I in the beginning itself I told you, symbol represent it is the abbreviation given to a element. So symbol represent the element. For example, if you are having suppose you are having sodium, what you will write? You will write Na. If you are having chlorine, you will write Cl. So if you are having both, you will write NaCl. So the formula for the compound sodium chloride, you are having sodium and chlorine. Sodium chloride is NaCl. So that is the symbol for so by looking at the formula, you are having two symbols over there. From that two symbols, you easily know that which elements are present in the given formula. So with the help of symbols, you can write the formula. So that is the next thing is formula. What is formula? Formula represent the number of atoms which are present in a molecule. How many atoms are present? So number of atoms which are present in a molecule is known as formula. You may have different atoms of different element. They may be combining and they may be forming the molecule. and the number, it represents the number, how many number of atoms are present of same or different element. That is known as the formula. Next important thing is atomicity. What is atomicity? The number of combining atom in a molecule. How many atoms are combining together to form a molecule? That is known as atomicity. For example, you are having oxygen, O2, two atom combined. Similarly, you are having N2, nitrogen. So here you are having two nitrogen atom, they are combining. Similarly, you are having Cl2, two chlorine atom are combining, chlorine atom is there. So their combining capacity, two atoms are combining. So these molecules like oxygen is there, nitrogen is there, chlorine is there. These molecules are known as diatomic molecule. Di stand for two. Two atoms combine together to form these molecules. So these molecules are known as diatomic. Similarly, you are having triatomic molecule. Like you are having ozone. Ozone is O3. Three atoms of oxygen combine together and you get ozone O3. So ozone is a triatomic molecule. Tri stand for three. Three atom of oxygen combine together to give you the molecule of ozone. Similarly, you are having phosphorus. Phosphorus is P4. So four atoms of phosphorus combined. So atomicity of phosphorus is 4. Similarly, sulfur is there, S8. So 8 sulfur atom combined to give you the molecule of sulfur. So atomicity of sulfur is 8. So atomicity of oxygen, chlorine, nitrogen 2, diatomic. The atomicity of ozone is 3, triatomic. Atomicity of phosphorus is 4. So 4 atomicity, and then atomicity of sulfur is how many? It is 8. Similarly, you know, there are some elements which are very inactive. They are least reactive, like helium is there, neon is there, argon is there. They don't react with any element, any atom. So they remain as such. Only single atom you will be having. So helium is a single, neon is single, argon is single. All are only having one atom. So if you are having only one atom, then you will call them as monoatomic. So helium, neon and argon all are mono. Mono stand for single. Monoatomic. Single atomic. Single atom is there. So that is there. I think this concept of atomicity is clear to you, and main basic points is also clear to you. Next thing is the valency. What is the valency? Valency is the combining capacity of an element. Combining capacity of an element is known as valency. And how you will find how much is the combining capacity of a particular element or atom? You can just decide it with the help of one simple trick, and that is the number of hydrogen atom which combine with a atom to form a compound, or the number of hydrogen atom which are displaced by a element to make a compound. Number of hydrogen atom which are just combining, or the number of hydrogen atom which are displaced by an element or atom. So that is known as the valency. Now for example, you know, hydrogen, if you are just want to form a hydrogen chloride, HCl, how many number of hydrogen are there? One hydrogen, one chlorine. HCl, one hydrogen, one chlorine. So chlorine, in chlorine how many atoms of hydrogen are added? 1. So the valency of chlorine is how much? 1. So valency of chlorine is 1. Similarly, if you want to form water, the formula of water, you know, H2O. So with the oxygen, how many hydrogen are there? 2 hydrogen are there. So what is the valency of oxygen? Valency of oxygen is 2. Similarly, nitrogen, you are having ammonia, NH3. Nitrogen combined with 3 hydrogen atom. So what is the valency of nitrogen? valency of nitrogen is 3. Similarly, you are having methane, CH4, methane. So CH4, 4 hydrogen atoms are combining with the carbon atom. So therefore the valency of carbon is 4. So now I have told you the valency, 1 valency, 2 valency, 3 valency and 4 valency atom. I given the example of chlorine 1, oxygen 2, nitrogen 3 and carbon 4 valency element. Similarly, you are having nitrogen is there, sodium is there. When the sodium react, it displaces 1 hydrogen atom. So the valency of sodium is 1. So sodium is monovalent. So one more thing, yes, one more thing, if the valency is 1, then the element will be called a monovalent. If its valency is 2, divalent. If its valency is 3, it will be a trivalent. So accordingly you see what is the valency and what you will call to it. You can call it monovalent, you can call it divalent, you can call it trivalent element. One more thing, if you arrange the element in the order of their increasing number, atomic number, in that case you will see that the valency will just start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and then reduce, go on reducing, reach to the value of 0 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, then again 3, 4, 2, 1 and 0. So in this way there is a regular trend in the elements. The valency will be having regular trend. This is known as periodicity, which you will just learn in the higher classes as well. So that thing we will discuss over there, and in the next chapters, if that will be there in your syllabus, that I will discuss with you. Next thing is which I will discuss with you is let me see what is there. Yes, that I have discussed with you. For example, if you arrange the element which I have shown you over here, you can see over here I have arranged the element in the increasing order of their atomic number. And if you see, if you move from left to right from this side, you will see that the valency goes on increasing. So along the row the valency will go on increasing, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and after 4 again it will reduce and ultimately it will reach to 0. But in a single column down the group, downside, vertically downward, you will see the valency is same. So in the column the valency is same, and in the row the valency goes on increasing. If you arrange the elements in the order of their increasing atomic number, then the valency will increase from when the number of atoms are increasing along the row, and the valency will remain the same in a particular coulomb down the group. You will see these. You can see over here also, you can see the valency of hydrogen, lithium, sodium and potassium, all are having single valency. Similarly, you are having beryllium and magnesium, their valency is 2. Beryllium valency is 2 and magnesium valency is also 2. Similarly, you are having boron and aluminium, their valency is also same. But if you move from lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, so you will see lithium valency is how much? Lithium valency is 1, then beryllium valency is 2, boron valency is 3, carbon valency is 4, and then nitrogen valency is 3. It is decreasing, 3, then oxygen is 2, fluorine is 1 and neon is 0. So that is there. So that is there. So when you are moving in a row, the valency is increasing, then go on decreasing, ultimately reach to 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 3, 2, 1, 0. And down the group you will be having the same valencies. The number of valency will remain the same. I think up to this all things are clear to you, and remaining thing I will discuss with you in the next lecture. Whatever will be there in the next session we will discuss. If you are having any problem, any difficulty you are facing, you can just let me know. And one more important information, as I told you before also, I will just upload this session on the YouTube as well, but I will use board again because this is in the online session. I can't do all these things, and that YouTube channel I will be using more effects boards as well as, so you can just go through that. Also you will be getting the link through KYC as well, so you can revise your syllabus through that. And one more thing, your syllabus in the second unit term, your syllabus is only this chapter. I don't want any type of confusion over that. Only this chapter is there in second unit. Last time also I just gave the syllabus to your class in charges and all thing was given to you. Even then the students were making query not only from me, they were just making queries from the sister principal as well. Students, if you don't have any idea about the syllabus, any problem is there, your in charge is there, you can just consult with them. You can consult with me as well. If you don't know the real thing, so please don't react like that. You don't know. Last time also this only syllabus, only chapter number 2 chapters were there, and students were making query from the sister that chapter number this and this are coming, and sir has not done anything, no material is with me, or and all these things you have discussed, students. So again I am telling you, all thing will be there on the YouTube as well. You know the name of my channel, and the name of my channel is VK Voice. You just I will be just putting all these video on the YouTube as well. So for now only I just take a break, and goodbye. Thank you for watching this session. I hope you all will be present in my next session also.